Hey, what's up, guys? It's Art Book Addiction here, and we're here with a new artist journey video. So yeah, it's been a while, guys. It's been a while since I've done an artist journey video, but I am glad to be returning to this format. For a while there, I thought no one watched it, but I've been looking kind of in the past, and recently I got some people telling me like, oh yeah, I really love those videos, so I just wanted to do another one, right? So today we're going to be talking about a very hot topic right now, very in the times. We're talking about NFTs, okay, and how I feel about them, right, as an artist. Just to sum it up, basically, I don't like them. I don't really like them. At first it seemed like a promising thing, but it kind of just it feels slimy now, right? It feels slimy now. But before we start the video, please hit that like, hit that subscribe, check out my prints and Patreon if you want to support the channel. And with that, now let's start talking about NFTs, right? So if you guys don't know, NFTs, what is it's an acronym. What does it stand for? It stands for non-fungible tokens, right? And what does that mean, and how does that apply to art, right? So NFTs are basically an attempt to make digital art more valuable. Okay, that's basically what it is, right? And it makes it more valuable through this thing called the blockchain, right? And so the blockchain is basically just imagine crypto. Okay, it's like crypto art. Okay, basically, where they basically have a JPEG, right? And it's like they make copies of it, right? And then they price it at different prices, okay, basically, right? So it's this really weird kind of way to multiply your art and sell it, even though it's the same thing, right? Except now it has the stamp of the blockchain, right? You know how you get a limited item, right? And it usually has oh, this is number 783 of 1,000, right? It's basically that, except digitized, okay? But I really don't like it, okay? I really don't like it. As an artist, it's so let me tell you about my experience with NFTs, okay? So when I first heard about it, I saw the potential and I was like, whoa, this is kind of cool, right? I thought hey, maybe this is a new way to get art to be more valuable, and to get artists will get more money, right? And the value of art will increase, right? As time went on, my opinions changed, right? But let's stick with that point right now. So I think it's cool. I want to try it out, right? And so how do you try it out, right? So the thing is that there are certain NFT vendors, okay, right? Certain sites that were oh, we want to promote NFT, right? We are the ones who were the pre-approved NFT makers, right? And so when I try to join in, right, you have to submit a video and all that stuff, right? And and basically you can't get in. Okay, there's not a public market for NFTs, okay, despite what people think. It's mostly these kind of in groups, right? Who once you're you're in, then you could be an NFTer, right? And it's hard. There's no really there's no requirements, or it's not an open market, which is the part that I really didn't like about it at first, right? And you kind of have to be part of this in-group, right, which you have to be invited to, and you'll notice if at least I noticed when I started that the people they chose, right, were of a certain make, okay, right? They have the right politics, they have so it's not open to everyone, okay? And you kind of have to have a certain level of following already, but sometimes things are like that. That's understandable. But the thing is that the people who were in it were not good artists, right? That's the thing, right? And most of the time they weren't even artists at all, right? Like I saw this like NFT like pill with like a smiley face on it, and I'm like, that's not like an artwork, you know what I mean? And of course there's like the bigger people who've gotten in who actually like, you know, are like big artists, right? I know Ashley Wood got in there for like a little bit, but then he pulled out after the first one, right? Which I don't really blame him, because, you know, at a certain point you realize like what the NFTs do, right? That's the boy's back here. Oh, the boy's back here, by the way. If you didn't notice, here he is. There we go. There he is. Right. So if you hear any noise, it's probably him. Okay. But yeah. So you need to be part of this like in group, right? Which I'm not really a big fan of either. Like if it was like a public market, then like sure, it's like it's more fair, and like the best art can get to the top, and like, you know, but no, it's not. So like you have to be part of this like pre-approved list to get in, okay? And I didn't like that, right? Number two thing that I didn't like, right? The art is very bad, okay? And I'm not gonna say like it's bad like skill wise, because sometimes the skill can vary, but like the art is very it's very shill, okay? Very shill. Right, so the art is like, it's not like an honest make, right, which is something that I really don't like, right, just personally. So like there was this, to basically show you like the idea of like one picture that I saw that really like captured what I didn't like about it was, okay, so if you guys know your art history, if you guys know your artists, there is Bernini, okay. So Bernini is a sculptor, right, and he made this beautiful sculpture of it's called the Ecstasy of Saint Mary, right? If you could look it up, right, it's a wonderful statue. I've seen it myself, right, in Italy, and it was like it was breathtaking, right? So it's very like already the piece of work is very personal to me, because, and also like Bernini is like one of my favorite artists, right, of the Baroque period, right? But okay, enough of our art history. So they have that painted, kind of like badly, by the way, painted, and then behind it, okay, is a giant sign that's like Bitcoin, okay, a giant golden Bitcoin, right? And so, like, to me, it's like it's like almost like advertising, like, hey, you Bitcoiners, you Ethereums out there, right? Buy my thing, dude. NFT me. Okay, right? And like that's the kind of artwork that you see for NFTs. It's of the market, you know, like the art is of crypto, you know what I mean? Not saying like crypto is inherently bad, right? But it like it's very shill, you know what I mean? It's not like an honest piece, right? You know what I mean? Like it's not like, oh, I made this artwork that I really like, and I think other people would like it, and so like I put it in the NFT market and then like see how well it does. It's not like that, right? It's just art that's like for the crypto heads, right? And that's not like inherently bad in itself, but like if you look at the art, it's just it's not very good. It's not very good, and it's like it's very dishonest artwork, right? Which I think is the worst part, right? Like you know about me, I'm all about artistic honesty, right? Like work that you just crank out for profit is not really like the best artwork, right? Like you know, it's soulless, right? It's a cash grab. So that part I really didn't like either. And so something that my friend recently told me, Mr. Ryan Berry, right? 9 Monkeys, if you guys know him, he's a big artist, right? So I was talking to him, and we were complaining about NFTs, and he told me that he was approached by another artist. I will leave them nameless, right? To join in the NFT market, right? Because, you know, Ryan's a big artist, right? He's got good artwork, right? And what they proposed to him, right? This is like fairly current. This is another, like, now that we're like, you know, kind of they were in the past before. Now we're like kind of like more towards right now, right? To make it worse, basically. So now, like, they were like a couple months back, right? They're like, oh, hey, we want to take your artwork and we want to NFT it, right? And then, you know, Ryan You know, he's like, oh, I don't really know about it. He's not very like, he doesn't know much about technology, right? So he's like, okay, I'll try it, why not, right? And basically, he described to him what they do, okay, what these NFTs, right? So they have a complex AI algorithm, right, that basically takes your artwork and like makes different variations of it, okay, right? And then now like, oh, those become different NFTs on their own, right? So before, in my mind, NFT was just like, oh, it's just the same JPEG, but like now you get like a little serial number, right? But now you have AI generated art, okay, which I find insulting, okay, right? Insulting to art, right? Like AI created art, fine, you know, like that's cool. It's like its own little thing, right? But AI created art based off of like, okay, so you get like one drawing, like, you know, the monkey drawing that everybody complains about, right? So you get that one piece, and the AI will generate like, oh, now it's a monkey with a hat. Oh, now it's a monkey with glasses. Now it's a monkey with whatever. You know what I mean? Like mismatched thing. And now that's a different NFT, you know? And, you know, if you are an artist, right, you'll already know why that's stupid, right? Because like an artist, they create the thing. They create the one thing. If we want to make variations, we make it, okay? Right? We don't want some AI making our work, right? And like the fact that they're using that to create these NFTs is just bullshit, right? And it goes against, like, to me, what artists are all about, right? We're just making something handcrafted, self-made, right? Something that's like one of a kind, right? In a way, you know. And now you're taking it and then you're like mass producing it via like an algorithm, okay, or an AI. And I'm like, and it doesn't look good. It doesn't look good, right? So, my friend was also showing me like this art where you could tell that the art was like they didn't make it well, right? A lot of the NFT art is bad, okay? So like that the AI generation thing, like I think that's a newer thing, but I find it so scummy, okay? And then you're selling that to people. You're selling that for like ridiculous amounts, okay? Ridiculous amounts, and it's not cool. And like it I feel like it only worsens the image of the artist, because like, you know, people are like, oh, art is like, some people think that art is a scam, right? And the NFTs are only making it worse. So it makes the life of real artists much harder, okay? Like me, I produce originals, you know, I produce like original pieces, so it's like how now that art is like being taken down, you know, like what is my work gonna be like, right? That the you know, NFTs were made to try to emulate an original, right? The price of an original, right? But now because of that, it's actually like, because of the NFTs, it's like taken down, or maybe it's uplifted, I don't know. But like the idea and the value of an original, right? So I hope, like, you know, we swing one way and then we swing the other, where it's like, you know, let's stop doing NFT bullshit and just buy an original piece, because like, you know what I mean? Like it's just worth more, and like you're getting a physical product. Like whoa, dude, physical media, like I don't know why everyone wants to live in like everything digitized, dude. Like this figure right here, digitized, dude. These art books, dude, digitized, dude. You know, like I live in, like, I am digital. You know, like that's stupid, right? Like I'd rather have something tangible in my hands, right? I don't know if that's like old school thought. You know, I don't live the crypto life. You know what I mean? But okay, so another aspect that I really, really don't like about NFTs is, so like, I personally, I'm not like a huge environmentalist guy, right? I'm not a huge like oh, I love the environment, I want to save it. Like, of course, like I'll recycle, and you know, like a standard person. I'm not gonna try to be like a virtuoso of environmental health, right? But NFTs are part of the blockchain, right? And the blockchain requires enormous amounts of energy to keep it going, right? It's like a system that's like constantly multiplying and like creating like all this bullshit, right? And basically, to feed that engine requires like a massive amount of energy, right? So how does that work, right? So you know how like Bitcoin mining was like huge for a long time, and it probably still is, right? And like there's like all these like GPU farms everywhere, and that's why the GPU market is fucked right now because of crypto, right? It's basically the same thing, except now it's with NFTs, right? And instead of generating like, you know, cryptocurrency, it's generating like all these images like of like and like maybe it's like AI, you know, changed or something. Sometimes it's not, right? But basically, it's part of the blockchain, which requires enormous amounts of energy, and it's actually like hurting, like the requirements of it is hurting, like, you know, the environment in general, right? And our requirements of power, and so we need to, you know, get more power, right? And like it's creating a huge environmental effect, right? Like I said, I'm not a huge like environment guy. I'm not gonna say like oh dude, like oh like that's my like that's why I don't like NFTs, you know. But you gotta note that as a thing, right? And another thing, right? Corporations are starting to get into NFTs, right? They want a piece of that NFT money, right? And so like there's a lot of companies who are like oh, do buy this NFT, you know, trying to cash in on it, right? So that's another aspect that I don't like, right? And one of the worst things about NFTs is often the art that you see is stolen artwork. You probably heard that story about that guy who like he made a game, right? And then like the artwork that was made in the game, he just took the JPEGs and then sold them as NFTs, right? And made NFTs out of them, right? Without the knowledge of the artist, without the permission of the artist, right? And they like literally just stole it, right? And then NFT'd it, right? So a lot of the people who make NFTs are usually like people who aren't the artists, right? They just take the artwork and NFT it, right? And like, you know, from a business standpoint, like I get it, right? But from like an artistical ethics point of view, I hate it. It's stupid, you know what I mean? And like you didn't ask permission, and like you like a lot of the artists didn't even know that they got NFT, and so like you're literally making money off of somebody else's work and they don't know about it, right? Which I think is pretty much illegal, right? I don't know, like they're getting sued or anything, but artists aren't probably going to sue them or anything because they're like, oh, now I got to go against this rich businessman. You know, I can't do that. I'm just an artist, right? So it's very unfair for artists as well. But yeah, there's a lot wrong with NFTs. I really don't like them. And like, if you're an artist, I really recommend that, like, you don't go the NFT route, okay? Like, if you care about your artist's soul, if you care about creativity, if you really care about art, NFTs, you'll see that NFTs are like a false like shepherd, right? And they're leading a lot of people like astray, you know, just in the search for money, right? Like, it's not the thing that we hoped it for, right? Like, if you want digitals to be like as valuable as an original, this is not the way, right? And I'm hoping it's gonna be a fad, right? But with the world how it is, like recently, it could be that NFTs are here to stay, right? And all like, but like, you know, all these scummy practices are just they people love them, dude. People like the crypto heads, they love that shit, right? They have no standard for art, right? So yeah, really don't like them. If you're a crypto artist, like, I don't really respect that, you know. I'm just gonna say that I don't respect the things that you do, right? It's scummy, it's not cool, and it's anti-art, right? Like, that said, like, I may not like you, like you know, as a person, like, you're fine, whatever. Like, I don't know you, so whatever, you know. But if you're doing crypto stuff, I really recommend you stop, because I feel like in the long run, it's really hurting artists, you know, and the environment. So, like, you know, at least you'll have that off your mind, right? But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please, if you enjoyed it, hit that like, hit that subscribe, ring that bell for notification, check my Prince and Patreon if you want to support the channel. Leave a comment, tell me how you guys feel about NFTs. Are they bullshit? I think so, right? All that bullshit. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Thanks a lot.